What's up, YouTube? Southern Comic Geek coming to you with another random haul video. Now, I have been getting in packages in the mail while I've been gone and right before I left and all that other kind of stuff. It's just been kind of stacking up. So if you want to see what I've been getting in, stay tuned for the video. Now, before we get into all of this comic book foolery, go ahead and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. So when videos like this one drop ever so randomly, you are one of the first people to know and can make the conscious decision as to whether or not to watch it. Now or later, as long as you watch it, we appreciate you. But talking about people that we appreciate, how about the list of channel members, people that are supporting the channel through their monthly membership, whether on YouTube and or Patreon. If you are interested in joining this collective, if you will, then check out the Linktree link in the video description below. As you might already be aware of, that January is kind of a hiatus month for me. And when it comes to electronics, you won't see me as much on the IG and the YouTube, as well as in YouTube. Won't be in the live chats and all that kind of stuff, chatting it up and buying books and etc. But I have not slacked off, obviously, and some other purchases. Well, and that's not entirely true. I guess I have, but because some of these are books that I had purchased, but people were holding to see if I wanted to buy some other stuff, and just kind of some stuff that's built up that kind of came through after the holidays. But first off on the docket, we've got some Valiant goodness. How about World Wrestling Federation Out of the Ring Challenges, part of the Valiant authorized action books right here. Some comic book goodness there. Now, this fortunately, this one was spared being beat to death, but the packaging by the eBay seller was less than to be desired. I know that shocks nobody, but luckily nothing was hurt on the way there. According to CLZ, and I knew that a lot of the like old wrestling and even Nintendo books that various comic legends had worked on, but Steve Ditko was listed as one of the pencilers on that book. So comment down below if you want to confirm or deny, but that is what CLZ told me. I'm talking about comic book legends and keeping with the Valiant theme, because we know Stevie B. Valiant. But it's Kevin Van Hook, one of the co-creators of Bloodshot. And I had reached out to him about getting a commission done. And I told him what the commission I wanted, what I had in mind, and that's what he did. And so it was a Hulk 181 homage. And this is the OG outfits for these characters right here of Archer, Armstrong, and the Eternal Warrior. These are not the when they rebooted the universe type deal. So this is, of course, for those of you who don't know, Archer is the sidekick, if you will, or with or partner with Armstrong over here, and Armstrong and the Eternal Warrior are brothers, and both are eternal. And one takes his job very seriously, the other one not so much. But yes, he signed this. I sent this sketch cover, blank sketch cover I had, to him, and he also signed it up here for me. And I said, look, since I'm sending you some books, can I send you some books to get signed as well? He said, yeah, sure. I mean, you're going to send one book back, or you send 6 books back, so 6 one half does the other, same price. So this is the first appearance of Bloodshot, as found, I guess, first full appearance maybe, by Eternal Warrior number 4. And then the Deathmate tour book I bought, and it already had a whole bunch of signatures on it. Some of them I was able to easily discern, some not so much. Like I knew that was Joe Quesada's signature right here. So I took this to a con recently, and oh goodness, what is his name? Anyway, I got one of the artists that was part of the whole Valiant thing and who is credited inside this book, having done work for Deathmate. He said, no, I wasn't on that tour. He told me the whole story about it, which was neat. And I said, well, go ahead. Now you can be on that tour with the other ones. And I told Kevin, I said, look, you're credited in here. If your name is not already signed on here, because sometimes over the course of time, people change the way they sign their signature. Obviously, his was not. And so he signed it up there for me. Got to get a Bloodshot 1 up in there somewhere, as well as the first full appearance of Ninjak. So there we go. Got that from him. So shout out to Kevin Van Hook. Then I got these from Pop's Attic. Pop's Attic, of course, we know that's the Pop of Legion of Comics, Mark. And he will put up some random goodness that I need to take advantage of from time to time. And this is Bloodshot Volume 2. This is the painted cover. You know, of course, back in the day, they didn't have the 100 variants for every single issue, especially the number ones that they do today. However, when Acclaim relaunched all the Valiant titles, they had a regular cover and then a painted looking cover. So I had the regular, but not that one. And since I was getting that, I might as well give me another copy of Bloodshot number 1 and another copy of Bloodshot number 0. This I got from a seller that was selling with Elite Comics. And I had bought a book on the auction, and then I had made an offer on a book, but they killed the auction prior to me being able for them to say, yeah, I'll take that deal. So I communicated with them on DMs because I guess he had took some of the books home and left some of the other books at the store. I don't know. But he told me, he said, hey, this is the one book that you claimed during the auction. I'll mail the other one out. So this is the second book, which is the, I believe, first modern Deadshot appearance. And look at that reflection, Steven Spot. But Detective Comics 474. 75 copy. White pager. And in talking about some Batman, how about some Batman 149? Batman 149. So just last night, I actually purchased 2 more Batman off of in the 140s. And so pretty close to having all Batman's like 137 forward. So definitely making some early headway on those hundreds. So let's see how it goes. Keeping with Batman, I had Comic Tropes, who is has a channel here or on YouTube, and he did a story about Bill Finger and Bob Kane, or the creation of Batman. He mentioned this book, and so I went on Amazon and ordered it, and it's actually not exactly what I had in mind. I had more in line like a reading book, but this is more of a simple storybook and told with pictures, which is just as fine. Well, it's just as fine, I guess. But talks about Bill Finger and whatever like that. And at the end of the book, he talks about how he actually met. So, you know, Bill Finger was pretty secretive. You know, he died prior to really hitting the con scene when those were really popular. And so there's not 100 billion signatures out there for him. He certainly wasn't as prolific in signing his stuff like Bob Kane was. But it tells a story about Bill's descendants, because now, you know, he's getting credit and for all this work that he was still doing at DC, or did at DC, that his descendants should be getting credit for it. Well, Bill only had one son, and he died. So he ends up, and it tells the story back in the back of the book. It's not even really part of the Bill story, but it tells the story about how he found out that Bill's first wife was a twin. And so he found Bill's first wife's nieces and nephews. There you go. And he's like, oh, yeah, okay, he's talking about Uncle Bill. You know, hey, everybody's calling about Uncle Bill, blah, blah, blah. Well, have you talked to his granddaughter? And he's like, wait a minute, granddaughter? Because Bill Finger's son was gay. And so you wouldn't think he would have any kids. However, he was married, I think, prior to him coming out of the closet. And so he had a daughter. So he finds the daughter and convinces her to contact DC Comics. And I know I'm spoiling everything for you, right? But she contacts DC Comics, and DC had been paying Bill's boyfriend these royalties, and they had him listed as Bill's brother. No, not Bill Finger. Bill's son's boyfriend. Get it right in that. Bill's son's boyfriend had him listed as his brother. And so when she proved that she was actually the heir, she now receives all that. So I've seen a couple of interviews that she's done. So that's pretty neat that he's getting the recognition that he deserves. And, you know, his granddaughter is able to kind of speak to that. Of course, he died prior to her being even born. So it's not like she knew him or anything like that, but kind of the legacy lives on. All right. And another eBay find was this Wolverine, the Best There Is, #1 sketch cover. Obviously, somebody had sketched a Hulk 181 here. It came with a certificate of authenticity. I don't know what exactly that is worth because if I can get this camera to focus. Focus, Daniel-san. So from September the 10th of 2021. But I guess from what I was looking at on eBay that they suggested this for me. And I said, I'll bid on it and ended up winning it. All right, so we got something from Keep It Thorough. Keep It Thorough. Everybody knows him on the YouTube. And he was posting these books up on Instagram. And one of them is the Homage to The Killing Joke with this Harley Quinn. And it is a foreign book. And it is, of course, the homage to The Killing Joke. And it's a Harley book. That's the only bad thing about it. But it is a foreign and a homage to The Killing Joke. So that's a good thing. But anyway, I went and got that from him. And he had been holding it to see if that wanted anything. He didn't post anything else. So I said, yeah, just go ahead and mail it. And he was out of town. So he said, look, I'll mail it when I get back. That's great. That's fine. No big rush, no hurry. And so he threw this in here. And notice he says, thank you for your patience. Added a book to thank you. Appreciate that, good sir. So that is the book that he threw in, which was Green Lantern 47. Now, Green Lantern 47, this is a sketch cover, which is interesting because let's see here. Okay, I could tell now. It's just made to look that way. I thought at first it was a sketch cover, and because you can see how it's like drawn out of the lines, and then like Darwin was over here, and I'm like, what? He said that, but it's made to look that way. Okay, that makes a little more sense. So this is Green Lantern 47, Harley's little black book. This must have been one of the books that was had the black poly bag. And I think there's a few variants. You didn't know which one you got, obviously, until you opened up the poly bag. But Green Lantern story. Let's see. The writer is Robert Venditti. So it's got to be good. Penciler Billy Tan. Okay, that's nice. among others, it seems. But yeah, cool. There is that right there. Now, I know that somebody who might like that book a little more than me, so we shall see. But appreciate that Thorough for throwing that out there. And really, it wasn't on you as much as it was just time. I mean, it wasn't a big deal. So there we go. What do you think about my haul? Let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't already, you can join the hundreds of others that are watching my Journey into Mystery Box Kerplunk. So as I've shared with other people that have commented on that particular video that was done this week, at least at the time of this recording this week, that he reached out, and I've heard that he's reached out to everybody, and supposedly books are going out to everybody. I will keep everybody updated, at least for me, for if he sends these books back, and then we'll show what we got. And maybe it's just more garbage. I don't know, but if he sends anything that does say something about him in a good way, and if it's something worth something, that says even more. So, but we'll see. Leave your comments down below. Smash that like button again. Again, I want to shout out the channel members, whether on YouTube or Patreon, for supporting the channel. And if you're interested in joining the SCG Collective and inheriting the benefits that way, then the Linktree link is in the description below. And of course, on the Linktree link, it also is a link to every platform I'm on. Go check all of them out. If you're in need of supplies, and in full disclosure, they're behind on supplies just like everybody else. Supply chain issues, right? But if you could wait, you can visit bcwsupplies.com and use the coupon code SCG at checkout to save yourself 10% on your order. There is a link in the description below for that. If you have not already done so, smash that like button. Just drop the hammer down on it. And well, until next time, keep reading and keep collecting. Adios.